So our bodies are machines that move through life. Every trip around the sun, we're another year older. In that way, we're kind of like cars, with every journey racking up the miles. We look after our cars. We make sure we put in the right fuel and we try to avoid potholes. But our cars break down. Although there's ways that we can see how well our cars are functioning beyond looking at the number of miles on the clock. We can look at the threads on the tyres or the fuel efficiency. Well, as we get older, we also start to break down. Our headlights don't work any longer, and our fuel doesn't take us as far as it used to. But every year, we put our cars through an MOT. We figure out what's not working, and we stop things happening in advance. Why can't we do the same for our bodies? Can we not figure out what's not working and predict what might stop working as we get older? That's what I want to do. That's what I study. Looking towards a human MOT. I look at the changes that happen in our cells as we age so that we can find new ways to see how much our bodies are functioning. When you're driving along and that warning light comes on and you've no idea what it means, you dig into the glove box to find the instruction manual. Our bodies do the same, but we don't have a single dusty copy. Practically every single cell of our bodies has a copy. It's our DNA. And we don't sit and read every page. We actually go in with bookmarks, and our body does the same. We call these epigenetic markers, literally meaning above genetics. And things like our exercise, our exposure to green and clean spaces can impact our epigenetics. However, things like pollution and smoking can actually have a detrimental effect, and it can make our bodies harder to be repaired and put us at risk of diseases. What's really interesting, though, is that we can actually disrupt these markers, and we can turn back the biological clock by promoting those healthy lifestyles and even developing medicines. We can also use this to influence policy. We can say the exposure to pollution and the access to those green and clean spaces impacts our health. Our global population is aging. The number of people over the age of 60 is set to double by 2050. We need new ways to find out how people are aging so that we can intervene. I want to develop a human MOT so that we can bring people in earlier, we can screen them, and we can predict and prevent the disease before it happens. This way, we can live healthier for longer and have a smooth ride on our road trip through life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Claire. That was fantastic. Really, really good. Judging panel, a question, please.
Hi, Claire. That's great. So, if we can organise these MOTs, how long do you think we can live for?
Excellent. Well, I heard that the children being born today, a third of them could potentially live to the age of 100. So we're already at the point where we're going to reach those older ages. I think if we start to screen, it's not about that we want to live longer. We can already kind of extend the life course, but we want to live healthier for longer. And that's what we want to aim for. So it's not about getting more years, but more healthy years. So that's what we're hoping to do with these MOTs.
Thank you so much. Do we have another question there? Vic?
What about the kind of potential unintended negative consequences? Do you have any?
In the sense, yeah, ethics is a big thing, because if we can start to identify these diseases in people's DNA, we need to have the sort of support networks to potentially guide people through learning about these outcomes and making sure that data protection and all this is really important, because we don't want people to be discriminated against because of a potential thing that might happen in the future. So we need to really think of it as just a way of shifting healthcare. Rather than treating diseases when they happen and treating symptoms, shifting that attention to earlier so that we can prevent it and not use it against people, but use it to empower people.
Thank you so much. Fantastic, Claire. A round of applause. Thank you. Thanks a lot.